My people, my people, my people. Good evening and welcome to the Positions on Sports Talk Show. Posts live streaming on Facebook Live and our Positions on Sports Talk Show YouTube channel. Also streaming on Twitch. We are a sports talk show made for the fans from the perspective of fans, presented by the lifelong sports fans. We will provide our opinions and positions on the hottest topics in sports. This is our Power Play Fantasy Football Show every Thursday night at 7:30. We will discuss all the news from around the world of fantasy football. We highlight the most popular players, trades, injury reports, starters, and bench warmers, top dogs, sleepers, quick hits, quiet storm, and closers. I am J3. I'm also with Sense. Talk to me, Sense.
What's going on, good people? Another beautiful week for football. Gonna get you right. Let's get it.
Yep. And in the background, we got Professor J, who's holding it down. So let's go. Let's get it going. The first injury report we got from J3, since Jay Wills is sitting out with his little man. Jay Wills, we know you with us, so hold tight and do what you got to do. First off, we got DeMarco Murray from the Dallas Cowboys. He's out. Greg Jennings, from wide receiver from the Green Bay Packers, he's out. Trent Richardson, the running back for Cleveland Browns, he's going to be active. Kelvin Cobb, from quarterback from Arizona Cardinals, he's out. Rashard Mendenhall, the running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's out. Pierce Garson, a wide receiver for the Redskins, he's out. Brandon Bolden, running back for New England Patriots, he's out. Marquise Pouncey, for the center for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's out. Yeah, I'm not even going to say that. Nalotoli Nagata, defensive tackle for the Baltimore Ravens, he's active. Wait a minute. Is this serious? Okay. Detroit Lions. No way, this can't be. We can't even go with that. Dude, let's skip over this report because this looks like something that's been jacked up. I'm not going with this report. Go ahead and take it away, Sense.
All right, good people. This is we're gonna start with the sensible picks for week 7. Get you right. Let's go on and pull it up. All right, first I got Deshaun Jackson for against the Giants. You know, Deshaun returned this week, and they play the Giants tonight. Like I said, I expect him to have a really big game. He'll be ready to go against that suspect Giants defense, and I think he's primed for a big game, reminiscent of the one a few years back. I think we all remember that one. I know you do too, J3.
Absolutely.
Next, I got Justin Herbert versus Jacksonville. Even though he's not having that good of a streak win-wise, being 0-4, he certainly is fantasy-wise, averaging 299 yards a game. This will bear much fruit for those fortunate to have him on their roster. Next, I have Kyle Allen versus Dallas. Yes, Washington fans, it's Dallas week. And while they're not doing the best, this is one we always get amped for. I know me as a Washington fan, I definitely get amped for Dallas week. And with Dallas's defense being even worse than ours, I can see Allen tossing a few touchdowns. Next, I got DeAndre Swift versus Atlanta. The Falcons have allowed the second most receptions to running backs thus far. I expect this homecoming for the former Bulldog to be quite sweet, and so definitely rack up some points. And last, I have Christian Kirk versus Seattle. Even with Seattle being undefeated, they still allow the most fantasy points to receivers. So expect Kirk to have a great game as well. And now for my non-sun set 'em downs. First, I have Le'Veon Bell versus Denver. For all those who were geeked about having Bell on your roster, don't get the champagne out just yet. Edwards-Helaire is still going to get a majority of the touches. Not saying that Bell isn't going to get any burn, just not this game. Next, I have Cooper Kupp versus Chicago. The Bears have allowed only one receiving touchdown so far this season. And if by chance the Rams achieve the second, I don't see it being by Kupp. Go on and sit them down. Third, I have Andy Dalton versus Washington. With the offensive line being in shambles, the Red Rifle is going to be shooting a lot of blanks. Finally, the Washington football team defense is going to get a chance to dominate. Next, I have Emmanuel Sanders versus Carolina. With Michael Thomas returning, Breeze's number one target, Sanders won't be receiving the looks he once did. He may be good for a couple of catches, but nothing substantial. And last, and I know Big Ed is going to love this, I have Tennessee's defense versus Pittsburgh. The Steelers have scored at least 26 points in every game this season so far. This will continue even though the Titans' defense is good. What say you, fellas?
You hit a lot of good things in there, boy. I gotta laugh at everything about the Washington football team because, whether it's injury news, drama news, who you should start or sit. I mean, that offense not really hitting on nothing. So, and then the defense kind of regressing back to what we looked at last year. So I don't know what to really think about this.
But we always get amped for Dallas, do we not?
We do, but we take L's though.
But this is Andy Dalton QBing. And like I said, the offensive line of Dallas has suffered a lot of injuries, which, Zeke ain't going to be able to eat I don't feel that he's going to be able to eat like he normally can. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I got that feeling.
But let me say this. Don't King Juicy get right on the Washington football team? The Giants
normally, unless it's your rival. And I think they're going to be playing for some pride.
What's up, Jay Wheels? What's going on?
Gentlemen, finally made it up in here. My man.
Gentlemen, stepped on for a hot one before the baby starts crying.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
We're gonna try to get the fans an updated injury report, but I'm gonna go ahead with the honors real quick. Unless Jay Wheels, you want to step in first? It's up to you, partner.
I can knock it out real quick. That's probably
go ahead. All right, turn it over to you.
Well, Sterling Shepard is officially active for Thursday night, so he's off your injury report.
With that toe? He gonna go with the toe?
Against that Eagles secondary?
Wow.
You know he had to get ready for the Eagles.
Oh, stop it, Marcus.
my man Noah Fant is finally back in practice. He practiced in full Thursday. Sam Darnold was actually limited in Thursday's practice. Jamison Crowder is still dealing with a growing injury. He did not practice on Thursday. AJ Brown, his knee has been acting up after he had his first productive fantasy week on this past Sunday. He actually has a knee injury, so I know he's a bit frustrated, as well as his owners. You got a lot of people dropped him off. He was owned by 90% of team owners. He's down to about 60%. So you got half the world waiting to see what he's going to look like week 8 through 16. So that's exciting. Leonard Fournette ankle. He logged a full practice Thursday, so you may be.
he lost his job anyway, so
basically.
Yeah.
Juju Smith, he practiced in full on Thursday. Michael Thomas ankle. He was not seen at practice on Thursday.
Yeah, he got that hamstring now.
Yeah, he does. Absolutely. Good call. Sammy Watkins hamstring injury as well. He did not practice this Thursday. So keep an eye out for these guys who did not practice Thursday. That doesn't guarantee they're not playing Sunday, but they are taking it easy. James White, he has an undisclosed issue, and he remained away from practice today as well. Julio Jones, he was back at practice. He had a bit of a hamstring injury, but he's such a freak of nature.
Yeah, he gonna play. Yeah, he gonna play. He finally showed up last week for the first time.
Right.
But Matty Ice got to get him the ball, though. He ain't throwing it to him. If you pay attention to them playing, he's not really getting a lot of looks.
I see it. But it's like, how you not going to get your man the ball? But
I agree.
Did I say Matty Ice? Did you not hear that?
That's his man. But they've been like this. So if I'm Julio, I'm jacking him up in the locker room like Slim. I was here before all of them.
Well, because he give it to Riley real quick.
I know.
And between Julio, DeAndre Hopkins, how many real top tier ones do you have out here? Like, you gotta throw Julio.
Yeah. AJ fell off.
AJ hurts, man.
Damn shame what happened to AJ.
Those Cincinnati Bengals, boy.
Mm.
Daniel Hunter, gentleman, neck injury to undergo season-ending surgery.
Prayers up.
Defensive end Daniel Hunter for the Minnesota Vikings. So if you have their defense, you're losing your starter.
They might trade him. Oh, he got hurt. They can't. Okay.
They can't. Exactly. Those contracts can be funny sometimes, fellas. Jarvis Landry reveals he's been dealing with a broken rib.
Mhm.
On Thursday, revealed he's been dealing with a broken rib that he suffered versus the Colts. He's played through the injury. I don't know if he'll have anything done since he's brought it to the his organization and the doctor's attention. The recommendation is to still keep him on your team, maybe flex him, wide receiver 3. So that's an option, but you want to keep your eye on him, man, because if he gets hit the wrong way, it's capiche. That's all she wrote.
Hey, Jay Will, let's park there real quick. I think that's a little bit of I've been sucking lately, ODB. And now all of a sudden I'm going to come up with an injury. It's sort of like what I heard yesterday from Lomachenko's camp. That surgery and stuff, right? It's like when you get whooped, I don't want to hear nothing.
Right. I remember when Pacquiao did that same stunt talking about he had rotator cuff surgery when he lost.
We apologize. It's a fantasy football show.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, back to Jay Will.
Understandable. It's worth bringing up. Cleveland clearly has some issues despite being 4-2. The locker room isn't happy, and they're winning. So, my bad. Jarvis, we did touch him. DeAndre Hopkins, not seen at practice on Thursday. He was not practiced, at least for the open portion. Tyrod Taylor has been medically cleared to return. If you remember, Tyrod Taylor went in to get some shots for some pain in his body, ended up getting his lung punctured.
But is he going to start, though?
Yeah, that's
Is he going to start? That's the question.
Yeah.
No, they say Justin Herbert remains the starter. So it doesn't look particularly good for him. And I feel for Tyrod, man.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz has been placed on short-term IR.
Wentz can't catch a break, man. I tell you.
Neither can J3.
It figures. My damn starting tight end. But okay, I got somebody for you.
Now he's eligible. He's eligible to return week 10, but he's probably going to miss most of the 4 to 6 weeks. Your team is not doing well, unless they looking good towards the end of the season. You might as well sit back and relax, man. Let's see here. DJ Chark. Now this hurts. Limited on Wednesday. He was actually hurt last week and pressed through it, so he may be taking it off for the rest of the week. For any of you DJ Chark owners. Just make sure you're looking back Saturday and early Sunday morning while you're drinking your orange juice and having your grits.
Right.
Go ahead, check it out because a lot of people,
and in between Sunday services.
Amen.
That's all I do. Sunday morning is when I do most of my league action. That Saturday going into Sunday, that's when I'm tearing the phone up.
You better believe it.
Kareem Hunt, he was limited in Wednesday's practice.
Jay Will, I got a confession, brother. Sometimes I got to get off my phone during church trying to do my lineups, but the Lord forgive me. I just had to confess. I'm sorry.
And God said put Deontay Johnson in the backfield. Calvin Ridley was limited in practice. Keenan Allen, he was limited on Wednesday. Antonio Gandy Golden won't practice ahead of week 7.
Right, I heard about him. Yeah.
Melvin Gordon returns to practice on Wednesday. He's been dealing with an illness.
He lost his job too.
Must be a broken heart.
Trent Brown has been placed on reserve COVID list. Deshaun Jackson hamstring. He's set to play this week against the Giants. What his impact will he be that immediate deep threat? I don't know, but he will be on the field.
Oh, I got
Alshon Jeffrey, he's ruled out versus the Giants, as well as Miles Sanders is ruled out for week 7.
When is Jeffrey gonna come back, man? He
I don't know, man. I mean,
Mark Ingram has been diagnosed with a mid to high ankle sprain. How bad that is actually affecting him, we don't know quite yet. So keep an eye on him if you happen to own him in your flex spot. Marcus Mariota designated to return off of IR. He started the season there, but he'll be back with the week.
He's gonna play anyway.
Zach Martin, concussion ruled out for the remainder of the week. Kiko Alonso is designated to return from IR. Melvin Ingram returning from IR. And as far as that, Dak, well, we already know about Dak Prescott. Gentlemen, that's your injury news for the week.
Amen. And you know, Jay Wills, the only dude that fantasy people want to hear coming from IR is one Christian McCaffrey. If his name ain't up there, most people don't even care.
And he's not up here, fellas. So,
so maybe next week, y'all. Maybe next week. All right, let's go ahead and shoot through the honors real quick, and then you guys can start making your changes accordingly to your lineups. But we gonna start off this week with the top dogs, and you know I had to go in. My man Derrick Henry, running back, Titans. Yes, they are going against the Steelers' vaunted defense this week. I get all that. No one can really stop King Henry but an injury. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Respect to this defense, and the game will be close because of it. But late game grind, and this dude is all about the grind. He reminds me of, wait for it, Riggo. John Riggins. Cranked up. He will break the century mark in a couple trips to the pay dirt in this close one. All right, J3, this will help you. Alvin Kamara. And I got to ring the bell for him because he has made the top dog honors 3 times this season, and he never lets you down. That's why I call him Old Faithful. With Thomas Kelly, this is literally a tale of insult to injury. Breeze is playing a stingy secondary and still does not have enough faith in Sanders to sling it. Kamara will have to save the day again. Someone get this man a golden cape. Who that? Matt Ryan, quarterback, Falcons. The offense just keeps coming. And since Matty Ice does not have any guarantees from the owner moving forward, he will continue to make sure that there's enough game space between the Falcons and the sweepstakes for Trevor Lawrence. He should be salivating and carving up the Lions secondary. We finally have Julio Jones sighting from last week. Look out, NFL. Sleepers. Ronald Jones, and this is the reason why I said who cares about Fournette. He is quickly making us forget about Fournette. Jones has gotten at least 20 touches in the last 3 games and has delivered. He is making a name for himself, but remains under the radar on many fantasy sets. He is on his way to being a sleeper no more. Use him. Philip Lindsay. This is why we said Gordon. Don't matter. This young Bronco is starting to look like his old self from his rookie year. A healthy Lindsay is a shifty back that can grind and go. He is making a case to be a quiet storm, but this week he will stay under management, and some will not start him because they are not convinced that he is on the upswing. Hunter Henry, tight end, Chargers. He is due for a breakout game this season. He has been a life preserver for Herbert, but not nearly as much as he should. The good news for this tandem is that the Jaguars are allowing 15 yards per catch to tight ends. That's nasty. They should be locked and loaded for a good return on points with Mr. Henry this week. All right, on to the quick hits. Oh, man, Terry McLaurin. I was wrong last week, and it hurts. It is more of a testimony to this anemic offense and subpar quarterback play. Drama aside, this Cow team has allowed 11 touchdowns to wide receivers this year. Terry should be McScoring this week at least once. I am afraid that if he does not do anything in this game, he may not make the honors list again this year, fellas. Such a waste for a talented wideout. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense and special teams. Speaking of quick hits, the Tampa Bay defense is suddenly laying the nasty and brutalizing offensive lines. Someone gave them some Wheaties in the last few weeks. Aaron Rodgers looked like the Washington football team quarterbacks in their last game. Jeez. They will continue their hungry ways against Derek Carr and the Raiders, even though I have Gruden pulling this one out. More in part due to mistakes by Brady, Big Ed, but not because of this defense. Tyler Boyd, wide receiver Bengals. So we said AJ who? Man, who else do they have? They got this man Tyler Boyd because AJ is on a milk carton. Boyd had 20 plus points, a 20 plus point game last time against the Browns. He should be able to duplicate what was done last time. They will need some exciting plays as the Browns will try to come off the mint. Down to the quiet storm. Aaron Rodgers had to put him here. Talk about a dude that is simmering right now. Aaron fits snugly here this week because he has been deathly quiet after last week's performance. I would be a little nervous if I were the Texans defense. The Packers should do a decent job of addressing their offensive line woes and get double discount check out of the pocket for enough big plays to be a problem all day for J.J. Watt and company. Kareem Hunt, you like this too, J3, running back Browns. I know he has not blown us away much this year, but he has had his moments. This is why he is in the quiet storm against a terrible rush defense that the Bengals have. Hunt is still the lead back with Chubb nursing injury. He should be a viable option and make some waves this week. And and my Eagles fans, my wife are like this one. Travis Fulgham, wide receiver Eagles. In the last 3 games, Fulgham has been the go-to guy for Wentz. Tight end injuries and thieving Djax has made the young man a rising star in green. Let Djax be the overpaid decoy this week and let the Thunder roll with this cagey wideout. He's good for a TD and averages 60 yards per game. So sorry, Sense, I'm not feeling your optimism with Djax this week. Closers. Nick Foles, quarterback, Bears. Until St. Nick loses, I don't care what y'all say. He continues to have a home right here as a closer. He is just jolly at the end of games, and his defense seals the deals week in and week out. Call him what you want. Game manager, lucky, fortunate, but call him money in the bank, baby. He is never one to run from the big moments, and he delivers. And here's the first time in post-fantasy sports history, Derrick Henry made 2 spots. He's down as a closer. Do y'all see how he closes games? Oh, my God. I'm telling you, he's a top dog and a closer this week. I know they're playing the Steel Curtain Revive, but this Titans team can win ugly games because Henry is just mucky and dirty. The fourth quarter and OT belong to King Henry. And down to the defense, Buda Baker and Jamal Adams. This is a pivotal divisional game, and both DBs are tops in fantasy this year at 1 and 2, respectively. They know that the stage is big and the stakes are high. They both will play out their minds with a couple of picks, tons of tackles, and passes defended, even a sack or 2 in there. Not saying who has what, but take your pick. If they have them or if you have them, you better play them because they are some game changers. And these are your honors for this week, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Good job.
So what say you fellas? Before we get down to the degree.
Well, I want to get back to your point about Djax. Even though he's been 30 at best against the Giants, that suspect Giants defense tonight, I would definitely plug him in because I could see a big play coming from Wentz to Jackson on that post. Like
you mean before he pull a hammy and go back to the second line? He's still right.
Point is the name of the game, right? Point is the name of the game. Yeah. So I see a couple of catches for first downs. I definitely see a touchdown, and yeah. So
but you and I be chatting throughout the night.
For sure.
So I got a quick question for y'all. Which game is the game of the week?
I think they just flex one game to the 4 o'clock spot and then one to the night spot. I gotta look that up real quick.
I'm just throwing that out there. Which game do you all think out of all the games that's going to be on
Oh,
this weekend
which
is
one
going
do
to
we
be
think? Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely think Titans and Steelers because that's the battle of the unbeaten.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I gotta go there too. That man, that's gonna be a dirty, grimy game right there.
So it's gonna be an ugly win for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But what about the Seahawks and the Cardinals?
I mean, that's gonna be a good game. I mean, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean the Cardinals are gonna get points because Seattle's defense, let's just keep it real, is suspect as far as allowing points to be scored on them. So I could see Kyler maybe, throwing a couple, maybe running for a couple. But at the end of the day, I see Russ doing what he does, being dangerous, and winning that game.
See, I think that one is going to be the high-scoring game, and then the other one, the Steelers and Titans, is going to be the grimy, low-scoring game. So I think for both parts, they both are equally like the game of the week. But you're going to see a lot of fireworks because Kyler and Russ, they both going to cook.
Right.
On this other side, you're going to see some smash mouth defense, some hard running because James Conner going to get that rock too. But I think they're going to be like in the low teens, 20s area where this other game could be 30s and 40s. It's going to be a shootout.
It's all based on your preference. I was about to say, if you want shootout, high scoring, then Cardinals Seahawks is your game. If you want smash mouth, definitely Titans Steelers.
What about the Raiders game? Don't they play do they play
Raiders
the Rams?
Tampa Bay. They play Tampa Bay.
What about that game? You don't think that's going to be a good game to watch?
I think Brady gonna throw a couple of picks again in this one. It's like he having a seesaw seasons. One good game, one bad game. One good game, one bad game. I think he about to have a bad one. That's why I said I think Gruden got something for him, and they're gonna pull it out.
And I think Carr's slept on. I think he has a point to prove, like everyone was throwing dirt on.
Oh yeah, he pissed. Yeah.
Now being that dude. So now, Ruggs is now getting in a rhythm as being, one of those
time.
Look to exactly, because I got him on my squad. So well, no, you don't. Who got him? I'm sorry, I'm thinking about
no, that's my spot. My
bad. I got him on another fantasy squad.
Okay.
Wait a minute. All is forgiven. Yeah, I'm about to say that a trade take place.
Right.
Know about.
He snuck my roster.
He didn't hack you.
In all seriousness, though, I think the Raiders are hitting their stride, and they're on a momentum that if they can beat Tampa Bay's D, that's the only issue because Tampa Bay's D's on a momentum as well. So it's going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah, Carr can't forget about Mr. Waller, man. He got to keep the tight end fed, man.
Is he playing though? Is he playing?
I don't know. I didn't hear him on the injury report.
So that's going to be the question of the week right there.
Okay, I'll look it up when we're done. I didn't hear him on the injury. Okay, cool. All right. So who y'all got tonight? Who y'all think gonna pull it out ultimately?
I think Wentz is going to start his redemption tour, and I think the Eagles will handily beat the Giants.
Yeah, I got the Eagles as well. I think it'll be Mr. Fulgham that does a solid job tonight, more than D-Jax and more than the tight ends. But we'll see. Maybe Ertz is happy he didn't get traded, and he might beast out tonight.
Yeah, we shall see. I think Wentz will probably run for a couple, maybe run for not a couple. I'm sorry, run for a touchdown too.
Right. J3.
Yes,
J3,
sir.
that's our secret. Don't tell Karen I picked the Eagles, but I got to stick with my wife today. I got to stick with my wife.
Big Red said, "Who really cares?" LOL.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants are one failed 2-point conversion away from still being winless. So,
right. Totally agree.
Oh man! Oh yeah! Did you see what Big Reg put in? The entire Raiders starting line was sent home due to COVID.
Being put on COVID. That's not good.
Then that we got to stay tuned. They might cancel that game.
Yeah, they might cancel that on that game.
Okay, we shall see. Oh, they go carry.
I don't know. Is this being played in Philly or NYC?
I'm trying to get you the secret. Is she there?
She called you out.
I think Danny Jones might be
I'm
dropping.
not getting invited back to the house, y'all.
Oh, that's funny.
Danny Jones might be dropping some pennies.
But hey, Karen, I gotta stick with my wife though. So give me a pass. She the Eagles fan. I gotta stick with her. I gotta have a happy home. You heard me?
Exactly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right, fellas. Well, we did our job tonight. We gave everybody everything that they needed. We even got Jay Wheels in tonight, so we thankful about that. So we surely hope you guys enjoyed us tonight. Please enjoy the game if you'll be watching it, or maybe some of you will be in the debates. There's no baseball tonight. That's tomorrow night. So we will see you guys on the flip side next week. Pay attention to your sports and be safe out there. God bless you.
See ya.